on board then Shenu Agarwal, MD and CEO at Ashok Leyland, and talk about their numbers. Mr. Agarwal, great to have you on the show. Firstly, in the first quarter, your gross margins have improved about to 26%. EBITDA margins are the highest in last 4 years. Are these margin levels sustainable, and can we expect a similar margin level for the full financial year as well?
Definitely, that is the intention that, we want to keep it at double-digit levels. Of course, a lot of factors do play on this. But I think because the market is looking good and it will continue to grow as we think it will in Q2, Q3 and rest of the year. And our cost reduction effort will continue. Also, we think that there is a certain amount of easing that might happen in the commodity prices. So I think if all that happens, we do hope to sustain our margins at double-digit levels.
Okay, Mr. Agarwal, how much did defense and spare parts sales contribute to your top line in Q1?
Yes. So both in defense and spare parts, and actually all our non-CV businesses, we have done very, very well in Q1. Our defense sales, last year was quite subdued. So we had a much better year or much better quarter this year on defense. Our parts sales last year grew by 30%. And on top of that, in this quarter, we have again registered a growth of more than 30% in our parts sales. And these are both good margin businesses. Other than this, even the power solutions business has done very, very well in Q1. So I think everything is working out quite well, and we hope that it will continue to be like that in rest of the year as well.
Right. So is it fair to say that the Q1 margin improvement was only because of higher spare part sales?
Oh, no. Spare part sales is a very, small percentage of our overall top line, right? So that is not the reason. As I said, we had growth in volume overall, whether it is MHCV, whether it is LCV, whether it is power solutions, parts or defense or other businesses. And also we had a lot of focus on cost reduction overall, right? So because of these two things, we could register a double-digit EBITDA in Q1.
So for the Switch, the EV business, when can we expect a stake sale? When can we see a fundraise? What are the updates on this front?
I think we have been very transparent about that, although we have been trying to raise funds in Switch, but it hasn't happened because of the market environment. So Ashok Leyland has decided to support it directly because Switch business is very, very strategic for us. It is Ashok Leyland's future in many ways. Right, so we have already committed a sum of amount that we will invest in Switch, while we will continue to get the right partner into Switch at the right valuation as well. But until that happens, Ashok Leyland would directly invest in Switch to grow that business.
Right. On a year-to-date basis as well, if we see FIIs are pouring in funds into the Indian market, the auto index is one of the top gainers. Car sales have been on the rise. The way we see it is everything is looking positive. Then why, did the fundraise stall for you? Is valuation one of the concerns?
No, I think the main reason is that, in last few years, a lot of funds have been poured into electric automotive companies. And especially in Europe and other parts of the world, some of these companies had not been able to kind of meet their business plans. Right, and therefore there is some amount of hesitation as of now. Also, the kind of market development that was supposed to happen outside India in some of the developed economies, just because of the overall situation, economy situation and the geopolitical situation, I think that is not happening at the same pace right now. So I think it is just a kind of a delay that we are seeing in the overall sentiment. But electric and other alternative fuels is very inevitable to happen, So I think we are just waiting for the right moment when the interest comes back into investing into such companies. And as I said, until that, Ashok Leyland would continue to invest in Switch. And fortunately, we are in a position that we can invest in this company.
Okay, thanks very much for giving us that clarification. Company has decided to directly invest in Switch, as they've been saying, and they hope that sales momentum will continue. Let's bring on board Sandeep.